back to you. Go on, son. You ever pray with all your heart and soul just to watch her walk away? Maybe the bad, bad thing. Maybe the bad, bad thing. Maybe the bad, bad thing. I feel like crying. Feel like crying.
Good evening, my beautiful crime family. Right in the middle. How is my volume? I seen Kath say something about my volume. I hope the volume of everything is okay. Welcome to Once Upon a Crime Time, and I'm your host, Tommy Jude. And I have a lot of family here, so there was just a chainsaw going on outside. So this is kind of a crazy time to do it, but there's some information that's come out that I've got that I think is kind of important. And there's some other videos out there right now that are really, really important to watch. Number one is 1111 True Crime. Mama D has got one heck of a video where a friend of Kopaka's calls in. And if you haven't seen it, go watch that after this because it is very important. And we're going to go over that also. And but there's some other stuff I found, and it's kind of important to go over. And so let's just get this thing going. I'm going to say hi to my crime family real quick here. Hello, Vicky Young. Good evening. Good to see you. Deborah Lynn, my girl. Good to see you. Kat K, my girl. Good to see you. Nikki Watson. Good to see you. Peaches. Good to see you. Debbie Gazzara. Always good to see you, my girl. Lila. Good to see you. Thomas, my brother. Good to see you. Hope. Good to see you. Missy. Good to see you. Mama. Good to see you. Kathleen, my girl, good to see you. Sue-Ann, good to see you. And yeah, we got some chatters in here tonight. It's good to see, good to see, good to see. Okay, I'm going to get into this right away here. So I'm going to, the first thing, there's a few things I want to cover, and this is one of them. But by the time this video is done, you're going to be going, holy cripes, why didn't we catch that before? And I also want to go over what Mama D, what happened on her show. So yeah, but let's start out with this right now.
Fords, a beat up
Blue Ford.
yeah.
But the red car, you don't know what kind.
Mm-mm.
And they have two different ones.
So you called to say, hey, that there was a guy cleaning it up with bleach?
Yeah, with bleach, and he left the trash open or not open, but it was partially open. The lid wasn't shut all the way, and the paper towel and stuff was hanging out of it.
They called the tip line and they said
and the bleach was still sitting there. It's still sitting there. That one car still has not been back.
The red car. It's
the
gone?
red car. There's another red one over there, but that's not the one.
Okay, so there was a red car here, and it's now gone. Mm-hmm. Did it leave right that day?
It left the night they bleached it, which was about 40 after it happened.
What time were they bleaching? Around noon?
Yeah.
The next day. And then that night it disappeared?
Yep. Mm-hmm. And we have not bleached it.
So the FBI came over to you,
mm-hmm.
and you told them this again, right?
Mm-hmm.
And did they go over and question them?
The people weren't there, and he says, okay, he goes, I'm just going to let you know, we'll probably be back and forth around over here, just keeping an eye out on everything. And then I'm going to try to see if, when they're home, if we can introduce ourselves and find out questions.
Okay. So you don't know if it's an ongoing issue or not?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
That's crazy coincidence.
But yeah, the whole bit where they're throwing his 2007 case up with what happened
Yeah.
Some mix that doesn't.
And he
Did he
doesn't
beat
know.
you guys up?
He did me. And my other daughter decided she was going to jump in between me and him.
She said, "Call the cops."
I told her, call the cops. Call the cops. And, they all...
She threw herself in the middle,
And
trying to
she not only did she
that's
throw
what it
herself into it, she threw herself swinging at him.
Yeah.
The light, she pulled my light out of the wall.
Have you talked to him since or not?
They have no contact with him. It really sucks because I know he's in bad shape. His mom even said.
Do you know the names of the folks next door?
Oh, I don't know nothing. They've been here for 2-3 months.
What number is it?
It's R40.
R40?
Our neighbor Lynn, she was living there for 14 years, and she worked for Search and Rescue.
She still does.
She still works for Search and Rescue, and they bought that trailer out from underneath.
She lives. Oh, so she
did.
Yeah.
No, they booted her.
Bought her out.
She lived there for many, many, many years.
Do you know how long those folks have lived here?
About 3 months now.
3 months. They lived in
August.
Who is it? It's a guy, a girl?
It's two guys.
Two guys.
We've only seen one of the guys. Probably in the late 20s. He's tall.
Both in their late 20s, maybe? Mm-hmm. One guy.
The youngest, I don't know if I could believe her, but...
Which one was cleaning the thing with bleach?
I don't know. The big one, the night that I totaled my car, the big one came out and asked.
It wasn't the big one. It was the smaller guy.
The smaller guy was here not too long ago.
Did you confront him and say, "What are you doing"?
No.
So
with everything going on,
you called short while later. You called, and again, the FBI came over the next day. Or?
No, it took them over a week.
Huh?
It took them over a week. I called. In fact, the PD came over here for the Thanksgiving stuff, and I was like, "Hey," I said, "I called the tip line on them, like over last week sometime, and they haven't heard anything. Have you guys? Yeah, we haven't gotten a call on it or anything." I was like, "Okay, maybe we'll do some investigating." I think it was like 2 days after that is whenever. I can't say.
All right. Do you know cops personally, or are you friends with?
Some, yeah.
Have you heard any tidbits about the case?
None.
Sorry, it's called. You should get back inside.
It's okay. I'm fine.
I won't use your name. Obviously, you're a victim.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. He's blaring my name out there. It is.
What's your first name? Just so that listed.
Yeah, that's insane. They're not supposed to legally do that because.
No. You
picture.
See that listed, and when you put up his name and this address, that comes up.
Oh.
Your name.
No. That Jonathan Johnny did put my name, and he put a satellite thing with a map from here to the homicides. Yeah, look how close this is, and he's got our trailer circled on his map.
It's close enough. I was almost going to move into those apartments.
Yeah, it's right up over past the Arboretum and like 2 streets over. It's very close.
2-minute walk?
Oh no, it's probably about 10-minute.
10-minute walk?
Yeah.
Please. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry for what you're going through. Obviously, hanging on there and
but yeah,
things get better.
I'm not blaming him, because he don't remember anything. I know, most survivors.
Right.
They try to cover, but I'm not covering for him because he's never done anything.
All right. Well, let me talk to my editor and see move on if you have anything with this, but I'm sorry.
It's okay, and I'm sorry it kind of.
Do you have my number
on your card?
Can you text me your number at some point if you have?
Yeah, is it this 914 number?
Yeah.
Are you guys?
That's my
are you
cell
from
phone.
New York?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
They flew me in for a week.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad has nothing to do with it.
How old are you?
I just know 20 and maybe.
There's a lot of crazy stuff in the town, but my dad had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, but nothing to do with that stuff up there.
Yeah.
We keep to ourselves. All the time. We've got a set of friends, and that's because he's known him for years.
But police didn't even ask him questions about the November.
Not as far as I know. If they did, it would have been after they arrested him.
Okay.
Because, like I said, when they came here that night, I was coming out here on the porch. I didn't have my glasses because he knocked them off my face, and I was not going back in the room to find them.
Right.
And the cop was actually literally right there by my tire. And he had me come down there. Another cop pulled me all the way over there by her trailer. And they went in the house, and I didn't see him. I didn't talk to him or anything from before that.
And that red car is gone. It hasn't been back since?
That one red one has not been back.
Yeah.
I know.
Were they going in the car to wipe it out, or did you see where
Inside, they were doing it inside the car, on the seats and stuff.
Oh, and you don't know their name, but again, the number is what?
There's also on the front of their house.
There's no one there now.
I
Don't think so.
I don't know. There might be because I've
All right.
had people.
All right.
Yeah, I'll
Thanks so much.
Screenshot my number out.
Hey, how you doing?
Not bad. How are you?
Good, thanks. Can I talk to you about something kind of weird for 2 seconds? It's cold. I don't want you to freeze or let out the heat from your house.
What's up?
My name's Sean Cohn. I'm a reporter
Okay.
with the Daily Mail.
Okay.
And chasing everything related to this case.
Mm-hmm.
And understand that even one tip was called in about, a red car out here being cleaned with bleach.
What?
That got the FBI called in. Did you hear anything about that?
I've not heard about that.
That's so fucking weird. Maybe it's the one further.
On this road? Like in this trailer park?
Yeah, it's not you then. Have you heard anything about that case?
Not really.
Do you know any of the folks?
I didn't know any of them personally.
Yeah.
The closest thing I think I know some people who might have known them. Like, I know people who didn't come back after because they were going through a lot. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're a student there? Or no?
Yeah, I'm a student. I'm a freshman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You haven't heard any buzz about the case?
Lately, not really. Everything's kind of not a lot of new information's come out lately.
Right.
Since the white Hyundai Elantra, that's the last car I heard about because Moscow Police was posting on Facebook about it. They were looking for a white Hyundai Elantra.
Right.
So,
Are you one of two guys? Is there like a big burly guy that you live with?
I have a pretty tall roommate.
Okay, so
I think he's already gone home. I think he's most responsible.
does he drive another red car?
No, he drives a little blue car.
Little blue car.
I think it's like dark.
Were there two red cars here?
Not here. I think some other neighbors might have two red cars.
Because the weird thing is that the claim was that one of the cars was being cleaned with bleach the morning after.
Oh wow.
Do you know anything about that?
No, the morning after I was in Lewiston with my girlfriend. That's interesting.
Okay.
But the white Hyundai Elantra, I called the tip line and I told them like the U of I Parking and Transportation Office.
Mm-hmm.
I told them I don't know. It would make sense that would be a pretty obvious thing for them to do. But I told them like, you haven't already checked the parking office because the parking office has every single car, make, model, year, and the student name associated with that at U of I. So I called the tip line and told them they should go off that.
That's smart.
Ford, a beat up
Blue Ford.
yeah.
But the red car, you don't know what kind.
Mm-mm.
And they have two different ones.
So you called to say, hey, there was a guy cleaning it up with bleach?
Yeah, with bleach, and he left the trash open, and
Yeah, so I find that kind of interesting. I have heard that before. That is like, it's a lot longer. That's like part 2 of that. But I think it's important because here's that red car, and Thomas asked, has that car ever been processed? Why are they letting these kind of things slide? I mean, there's actual eyewitnesses to this. There's actual eyewitnesses to this. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Peaches, you asked up here somewhere, and I believe that too, Peaches. That something is funny about that. But you want to know why Brian, and there is some things that when he applied, did he know things about that police department Did he know things about certain individuals in that police department? And did he say something like, when I get in here, I'm gonna, raise some hell with some of these police officers? That it could be something like that. Because Brian is a little cocky and a little arrogant. And he might have said something and or even just let on that he knew what was going on. Just, you never know what the deal is. So there's that. Now, as far as 11 true crime yesterday, a friend of Brent Kopaka, a friend of Brent Kopaka's called in. I mean, someone that slept 30 feet away from him at Fort Bragg and knew him very well, and said that he was at Linda Lane that night. He was at Linda Lane that night. Did he threaten to expose people of what happened at Linda Lane? Why does it always keep going back to Linda Lane and nobody gives a shit about Linda Lane? But it always seems to go back to Linda Lane. It always goes back to Linda Lane. And Kopaka was there that night. And in the Linda Lane footage, we hear his name being said, Kopaka. And everybody blew that off. Everybody, all the creators blew that. Oh, it's, somebody put that audio in there. You know what? No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Was he one of the unalivers? Oh, hell no. Just because he has PTSD doesn't mean that he did anything. He was harmless, but he was there at Linda Lane. Was he taken out because he seen stuff and might have said something like, I'm gonna say something about this? That's something that needs to be thought about. And these creators, they need to go. I feel like slapping them alongside the head. Study Linda Lane. And if you go to True Killer Crimes channel right now, go there too. Because she's got some videos with the last one. Holy shit. Go look at that. And the thing is, what she shows you goes along with the audio. It goes along with the audio. It gets to me that creators, and we had one on here just a few days ago, that are so thick-headed that they can't see straight. I might have been a little hyper, but you know what? I'm tired of people in their thick heads on this case. They need to start investigating what really happened and who was really involved. And I got something at the end of this show I'm going to show you, and you're going to go, oh my God. Anyway, we're going to get to the next thing because I do have family here and stuff. I got a note on the door. I'm live. Okay, so let me bring this up quick. Okay, this is this is a 24-minute video. Okay. So I'm probably not going to show the whole thing because you know, I will see how it goes here. But it's a very good video, and it's by somebody I never heard of before, and it's a small channel, but check it out. This is their 10th episode. Okay, this is their 10th episode, and it's called Crime Talk with Crin or something like that. Yeah, Crime Crime Talk with Crin. So here we go. Check it out.
Crin, and we are back with episode 10. Finally got to my 10th episode. I am very excited. I do not have a whole lot of time. So today we are going to be discussing the Idaho 4 case, the quadruple homicide that took place in around the University of Idaho in November of 22. We are 18 months since Brian Koberger has been arrested for this atrocity, and we are still sitting here scratching our heads trying to figure out if he actually did it. I know that there is a huge population of people who believe without a question that they got their guy, that law enforcement has done their due diligence, they arrested the right person, and the rest of us are just nut job conspiracy theorists who have nothing better to do. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Here at Crime Talk with Crin, I am going to discuss my opinion. I'm also going to discuss some things that I have picked up on in the true crime community. Some of the creators have been having a discussion that has piqued my interest, and I decided to chime in. I know that I said that I don't have a lot of time. I also know that I always say that I'm not going to be here long, but like for real, I'm going to try to be quick today. So right now for this video, episode 10, the only thing that I want to discuss very quickly is it has been brought to my attention that, there's two PCAs. We all knew that, right? There's Brett Payne's PCA, and then it's, I believe, Dustin Blaker, his PCA. So now, everyone since very, very early on has been discussing how it's basically copy and pasted, which should be a red flag there for whoever was on the receiving end of these affidavits, because it's like, hey, if this is supposed to be your experience, your words, and your experience, your words, why are they exactly the same? And when I say exactly the same, I mean you have to be one of those people who pay close attention to detail to identify any differences. Now, someone has brought it to my attention, not directly, but I was watching a video, and they have mentioned that Brett Payne says he later noticed the knife sheath on the bed near or under Maddie. And then in Blaker's PCA, it says that he was later told by ISP that they found the knife sheath with the DNA. So, who cares? Why is that important? That's why I'm here today. So, how is it that Brett Payne and I think it's Dustin Blaker are both there at the same time? Their probable cause affidavits are identical, except for this one little detail. Brett Payne says that he saw the knife sheath on the bed. Blaker says that he was told that a knife sheath was found on the bed. Now, Blaker says that ISP told him about the knife sheath. Brett Payne says he saw it. So, according to these two affidavits side by side, Brett Payne is saying that he found the knife sheath on the bed. So, Brett Payne's affidavit says that he found the knife sheath. Blaker's affidavit says that ISP told him that there was a knife sheath found. So, I know you're probably thinking, okay, you just said that, like, girl, get on with it. What that means is that according to these two guys, if we put their stories together, Brett Payne, who was with Blaker, found the knife sheath. ISP knows that Brett Payne found the knife sheath. And then ISP tells Blaker, hey, we got a knife sheath. It doesn't make sense because you see in the search warrant that they're looking for knives and sheaths. But y'all said that y'all found it at the crime scene. None of that makes sense. But who cares? What's the purpose of there being any difference at all? If we're copy and pasting, right? If I took your paper and just changed and put my name on there instead of yours, why change one part? Right? This isn't an exam. It's not like, oh, I want to get a couple questions wrong so you don't think I cheated. This is like verbatim. This is plagiarism checker flagged. Somebody got to go. Like, this is bad. This is bad. One person wrote this affidavit and another person took it to be their own. Fine. But in a case this big, in a case that could possibly lead to the death penalty for someone, in a case that has 4 students, 4 children, I know they're in their 20s, some people act like that's, beyond grown, but they're college students. They had their whole lives ahead of them. This is, right off the college campus. This is a big deal. So how is, and I know that a big issue that I have when dealing with these cases is that I watch too much TV. I watch too much Law and Order and CSI and Criminal Minds and the like. But on those shows, you always see like the captain or the lieutenant gathering up their people saying, hey, we need to make sure that this is by the book. We cannot risk any mistakes. You got to do this by the book. How is it that in a case this high profile, how is it that in a case this big, this major, this is a historical event in Moscow, Idaho. This will forever be a historical event associated with the University of Idaho. I'm trying to figure out how it is that something of this magnitude, you could be doing some flim-flammy, let me just take your PCA and put my name on it. What? In this day and age where you have internet sleuths coming out the woodwork, how could something like this slide? But also, what is the point? Here's what I think. So, one of the probable cause affidavits said that he found the knife sheath. He later found the knife sheath on the bed in the room halfway under Maddie. Now, I did a video, earlier video, I don't remember which episode, where I discussed Dawn Daniels out of Washington with her supplemental request for disclosure saying, hey, There's about to be some talk about some DNA and some IgG and something about a knife sheath. And I'm going to just let y'all know I don't have nothing to do with that. That's basically what Dawn Daniels was saying. Dawn Daniels was saying, hey, there's a chance that all this hoorah about knife sheaths, DNA, and IgG is going to be inadmissible. I don't think it's exculpatory, but if you think it's exculpatory, pretend you ain't heard nothing about this. Like, just act like it didn't happen. If you don't think it's exculpatory, go ahead and do what you want with it. But if you do think it's exculpatory, just act like we ain't saying nothing about it. That's basically what Dawn Daniels was saying. Dawn Daniels was saying, hey, y'all, because I took an oath and in the essence of transparency, I'ma just tell y'all I'm not with none of this. That's what Dawn Daniels was saying. And I feel like Blaker was doing the exact same thing. I feel
Okay, and that's what I think too. I mean, you have Blaker and you have Payne, and they're supposed to be separate PCAs, and they turn out to be copy and paste, except for one part, and that's the sheath. Blaker doesn't want nothing to do with that sheath. He wants nothing to do with them finding that sheath. He was there. He was right there with Payne, and they're supposed to be writing separate PCAs. You don't just copy and paste and then sign your name to it. That's not the way it's done. That's a huge, huge red flag of a cover-up. Period. That's all I'm going to play on this video. But if you want to go check out the rest of it, it's Crime Talk with Crin. All right. Let's see. Can I do this? Oh, I got it down in the description below. The link is down below in the description if you want to check out the rest of this video. I'm gonna head to the next video I'm gonna play. Because here it comes, folks. Here it comes. Here it comes. This is what I wanted you to see with this show. And to me, this is very important. Like, very important. I want you to watch this video, but I want you to realize something about this video. It says it was done hours before all of this went down. I think it was right before it went down. This happened right before it went down. And I'm going to show you why I think that. Here we go. And one thing I want you to do is I want you to look at David Loach. I want you to watch David Loach to the end of this. Here we go. I'm going to show that again. I'm going to show that again. Did anybody catch it? Did anybody catch it? Did anybody catch it? Yes, that was Ethan. Yes, that's Ethan. And this is right before they went to Linda Lane. This is just before the fights at Linda Lane. Now, I'm going to play it again, and I want you to watch. I want you to watch Loach and tell me what you see. I'm going to just start from right about here. Keep watching Loach. And even, you know what? Look at his attitude. Watch his attitude. Because he's getting ready for a fight, folks. He's getting ready for a fight. Did you catch it? Did you catch it? The links are in the description, Leslie. Did you catch what Loach was saying? Watch what he says. Watch what he says. I'm going to show it again. What did he say? What did he say? You can actually read his lips like really well. What did he say? Are you ready to fight? Are you ready to fight? Watch him. Did you see that? Did you see that? Are you ready to fight? This is just before they went to Linda Lane, folks, and they cut his hair, and they were preparing for fight time. Yes, Kristen, it's fight time. And he says, are you ready to fight? Look at it again. And I guarantee you, everybody that's in this room was at Linda Lane. I guarantee you. He is getting ready for the fight, and everybody here knows it. And then look at Ethan's face, people. Look at Ethan's face. To me, he's got a worried look. He looks worried to me. He looks worried to me. Are you ready to fight? Are you ready to fight? That's what he said. That's how I know this is just before they went to Linda Lane. And what's the next thing they show people? You look at this picture. Tell me who's laying right here. Tell me who this is. Right there. Is this what we seen at Linda Lane in the reflections? Is this what we seen? Now I'm going to do something real quick because I can blow this up. I can blow this. I got it. So let me see here. I might have to delete something. Let's see. What am I going to do here? Well, I suppose I could try it and see. Whoops. I'm going to try to add this video if I can. Yeah, this one. No, not that one. Where did that go? Hold on a second, folks. Let's see if I got that. I'm pretty sure I got it here. Just give me a second here. I got too many videos in here. Here we go. Okay, yep, I got it. I'm gonna have to delete a video and then add one. Okay, dang it. There we go. Okay, give me a second here. It's uploading. Because what it's going to do is it's going to blow this. It's going to blow this up. It's going to blow this up so you can see who this is. This might even be at Linda Lane, people. This might even be at Linda Lane. Right here, this picture right here. And where I showed him pissing on his face, this could be that photo of that reflection. Okay, it's upload. Here we go. Watch this, folks. Ethan looks scared. Are you ready to fight? Now watch, because I can't stop this. I want you to look at this. Look at that. Oh, man. You're going to have to, if you want to see this, let me see here. If you blow it up, if you can get this blown up, take it on your phone and blow it up, and you tell me who this face is right here. And you know what, people? You know what? You want to know something? You want to know something? His eyes are open. His eyes are open. like a blank stare. You blow that picture up and you'll see who it is. And his eyes are open with a blank stare. Exactly, Deborah. Exactly, Rachel. It's Ethan's face. His eyes are opened with a blank stare. That video of him getting his head shaved, that was right before Linda Lane, and they were preparing for that fight. And I do believe that that last picture is from Linda Lane with Ethan's face and eyes opened with a blank stare. Show it again? Okay. It's I'll have to run it. If I run it from the video I downloaded, I can't stop it. So I'll have to reshare that screen. Right there. Right there. Blow it up as much as you can with your phones. I'm going to show you this whole thing here from the beginning. I'm going to show you this whole thing from the beginning. This is like earlier in the day. You see that? This is videos put together. Now, this is later that night, okay? Now, take your phones and go in and blow it up and take snap pictures of that and tell me who that is. Because it looks like Ethan to me. Yeah, you're right, Kath. I could be wrong about that and where it's at. I could be wrong. But I'm telling you that right before that, where they're shaving his head, that was right before they went to Linda Lane, and he's saying, "Are you ready to fight? Are you ready to fight?" And then all those people in that room, you can tell that they're all watching. They're all watching this, and they're you can see that they're, you know what I'm saying? You can almost feel like the tension. I don't think they are, Jessica. Not this. Oh, the pictures might be, yes, but the video is of that night. That picture might have been from a different day. Yeah, you might be right. Yeah, I thought it looked like Ethan, and maybe that was the Linda Lane because of what we've seen. I mean, I've seen the same exact thing in the reflections at Linda Lane. but it could be two separate times. I mean, we call him the Queen of Piss for something, right? Right? We call him the Queen of Piss for some reason. Apparently, he likes doing that. Anyway, I wanted to get that out. And as for 1111 True Crime, make sure you go watch that video because, yeah, a friend of Kopaka's saying that he was at Linda Lane that night. To me, is that's a huge boom that happened on her show. So when you get done here, if you haven't watched the 1111 True Crimes video, make sure you go check it out. The video. Thank you, Jessica. Yeah, the video. I know about the video. I know the video is from that night, and I know that that's what he says. If you watch him closely, that's what he's saying. Are you ready to fight? All right. So anyway, I got to get going. I got family here and stuff, and I hope you're all having a great, awesome Memorial Day weekend. I'll leave you with some rock and roll, of course. And my mods, my subs, you're my heart. My mods, you are my soul. And until next time, rock and roll.
Sleeping around your door. In the still of the night, I feel my heart being heavy. Tell me I gotta have more. In the shadow night, I see the full moon rise. Tell me what's in store. My heart is aching, my body starts shaking, and I can't take no more.